so the man, don't you?
Is that yours?
It's Kieran's. Everything's there.
Tupac's a dishwasher at the IV, nothing more. So if you know what's good for you, I suggest to keep your schoolboy suspicions to yourself.
Sorry, I'll be right back. How's our boy doing?
Oh, he's fine. He's out theatre.
If I see that Shane guy again, he'll have to jump from a height. Poor Tupac.
Yeah, it's not been his day. Anyway, I'll bank that money this afternoon instead.
Then who's my security?
There's another girl in the apartment tonight.
Yes, and it's fully booked. But Dinsdale is worth my while.
What do you want me to do? Phone Darla Heavy? There's no way I can get a replacement at such short notice.
How about I stay here? That way I can call you if things get tricky.
No, we got the apartment for a reason. I don't want your business connected to the IV in any way.
We hired security for a reason too. And I'm not putting my neck on the line so you can shirk your responsibilities. You're security, you're here, so I'll be needing a room key.
If you're here to see Tupac, you better ask Kieran's permission first. He sure as hell didn't appreciate any of my questions.
Well, accusations, if our talk was anything to go by.
Well, if he's all perfectly innocent, then why didn't he just tell me where the huge wad of cash in Tupac's bag came from?
Because it's none of your business.
So you don't know either.
I thought I told you to leave me alone.
You did.
Then do it.
I know you can see he's up to something shifty. And it's only a matter of time before he gets you involved.
You're right.
Look, I have enough to go to the cops right now, you know? Tupac's been assaulted, and he handed over a lot of money to Kieran.
Then why don't you? Go to the cops, Daniel. Because Tupac's on diversion like you, right? So if you call the cops, then he'll be in big trouble, even though he's innocent.
Well, and how do you know that?
How do you know he isn't? You're only jumping to conclusions because you hate my boyfriend, but you haven't even thought about anyone else. That you could be implicating Tupac. But if that's the sort of friend you are, then I guess I had a lucky escape.
I'll transfer you to his ward now.
You're being really brave, soldier. Won't be long now.
Let me guess. Came off his bike?
Out of a tree, actually, from quite a height. I'm worried he might have broken his arm.
I could have a look.
I had my fair share of falls as a kid, but I can tell you it was worse watching it happen. Or the tail end of it, at least. I only looked away for 1 second.
Sometimes I think they do it on purpose. But don't be too hard on yourself. He's lucky he has his granddad's hand to hold if things feel scary. Now, can you fill in his details for us?
Oh, sure. Sorry, do you want my address or his address?
How about I talk you through it?
Oh, could you? I'd appreciate that.
They said you were awake. Are you up for visitors yet?
Yeah. Did Kieran send you?
No, I just wanted to make sure you were okay.
I'm sweet. Takes more than that to get me down.
Kieran's got your backpack,
No, it's not mine. Well, the backpackers.
but the money inside is his,
Yeah,
from Rebecca's.
the night's takings.
It's pretty stink of Kieran to make you run around doing his dirty work, especially when you're meant to be washing dishes the rest of the time.
This job's just to go on the books. I work security, mainly for Bex.
And that's really what you want to be doing?
Why not? It's easy money, good work.
Yeah, apart from landing in here.
Landy, good one.
Well, why was that guy chasing you?
I kicked him out of the apartment last week and he wasn't happy. I guess he wanted to go another round.
Bet you wish you had been washing dishes after all.
Kieran made it sound like a sweet idea at the time.
Yeah, well, he's pretty good at that.
I think it's time for me to break into my secret gummy snack stash. What's your favorite color?
Red, please.
Get it right up.
I'll call orthopedics about an assessment, but he's got fractures to the radius and ulna, so he'll definitely need surgery.
Don't you just put him in a cast?
I know it sounds bad, but he'll bounce back. You'll be pulling him down from another tree before you know it.
Milk with 1 sugar. Oh, he's looking more cheerful.
Well, he's not the one who has to call his mum. I was thinking of starting with Travis is fine, but...
She'll still be over here before you hang up.
No, I wish. She's overseas at a wedding. I'd better call her now.
Oh.
Oh, just my luck.
Problem?
Flat battery. These gadgets have the worst timing.
Use mine.
Oh, no, I couldn't possibly. She's in Canada. It'd cost a bomb. No, I'll just find one of
We'll
those
sort
payphones.
things. Make the call.
Can't say I've had a bad run all day, can I? It's been a stroke of luck meeting you.
Oh, hey, gorgeous.
Hey, you lied again. Tupac's not a dishwasher, and now he's in hospital thanks to you.
I didn't tell him to pile draft guy.
No, but you are exploiting him. He's gone from gang member to paid thug.
And you don't think that's a step in the right direction?
No.
So, it's a legitimate job and he's providing an important service.
Beating guys up?
No, making sure Rebecca and the girls are safe.
Well, what about the guy who was jumping from? What was that about?
Exactly my point. Now, Tupac evicted that guy from the apartment last week, and look what he did to him. Imagine what else he could have done.
Well, why did you have to lie about the whole
Because
thing?
people get funny about the escort business. And you don't like talking about it, so why bother telling you if there's nothing wrong? Yes, can I help?
Get up here now.
Have you got trouble?
I said now.
Trouble, eh? No points in guessing where from.
Actually, it was a guest upstairs. The DVD player won't work. But, thank you for jumping to conclusions. It's nice to know where I stand.
This is not my fault. I barely touched him. It looked like he had a heart attack.
Is he?
Well, he's not having a nap. I've done that. Nothing. Who do we call for a dead guy? The cops? An ambulance?
Hang on a second, Rebecca. We need to get our story straight first.
What do you mean, stories? I didn't kill him. I don't need to lie about
Yes,
it.
you do. You work in unlicensed premises.
So what's that? A fine at the most? This is a person's life here.
I know, Rebecca. But add the fact you're working illegally in a hotel owned by somebody who's already under the suspicion and the cops will have a field day. Just tell me again who exactly will come out of this looking good. Right, so I'll change the computer downstairs and put the room in Dinsdale's name. Meanwhile, you say you met him in the bar.
I met him in the bar. I wasn't looking for anything serious, just a bit of fun. I agreed to come up to his room to see where things went from there, but before anything happened, he carked it.
Yeah, the best lies are closest to the truth. Oh, did he pay you?
No. What do you think I am?
I mean, did he actually pay you?
You better not be pocketing that.
No. My friend here's getting a full refund. An empty wallet would look suspicious.
I know he had one. He paid for the drinks downstairs.
I mean, he must have stashed it. I guess he was the cautious type.
He had a satchel, too.
Well, hello.
Is that E?
Kind of puts a different light on things, doesn't it?
How's Tupac?
Good, surgery went well.
And the other guy?
He's been admitted onto a ward. No permanent damage. He's extremely lucky.
We were thinking that we would get dinner at the IV. Why don't you come too?
No thanks. Karen Mitchell kind of puts me off my food.
Well, why don't we go somewhere else then?
He's probably still worried about Tupac. I don't blame him. That accident didn't seem too accidental to me.
Well, surely even you can see that he's trouble now.
Hey, it's not his fault if it's his boss getting into trouble, or Sophie for that matter.
Yeah, well, that explains the teenage angst, though why he bothers, I really don't know.
Well, because Daniel wants to be her knight in shining armor to save his fair maiden from the evil.
Oh, great. Let's go eat and we can talk about what's on your mind.
I'm not hungry. But I do need to go have a talk with someone.
The body's going to be taken to the police mortuary and then referred to the coroner. Did you know him?
No, I didn't make him when checked in.
We're ready.
Did you want to come with us to accompany the body?
I only met him tonight, too. Kind of embarrassing.
Let's do this then.
Yeah, Hunter, do you mind taking him out the back? I don't want to scare the customers.
No, I guess you've lost enough of them for one evening.
Did he have anything else?
That's all I saw. I wasn't up here for that long.
We'll need a statement from you.
Can I meet you downstairs? I need to use the ladies first.
Don't worry. I've sorted it.
What do you want?
To tell you you're wrong. What you said about me not thinking about anyone else, I'm thinking about you.
Daniel.
No, I look out for my mate, Sophie. Tupac knows what he's getting himself into. Well, I hope he does. But Kieran's dragging you down without you even knowing it's happening.
You make him sound like an axe-murderer. Kieran's just a businessman.
That's probably what Mr. Asia called himself to.
Grow up. I mean, the real world isn't black and white, okay? And some things that might seem bad are actually done for good reasons.
Wow! You've got to give it to the guy. He can get you believing anything. Look, what he is doing is wrong, Sophie.
You don't even know what that is.
Well, it must be bad if you won't tell me.
I think you should leave.
Fine. I just don't want to see you trash yourself to be with him. And if he really loves you so much, then he shouldn't ask you to.
I know Gerald can be over the top sometimes, but in a flatmate, it's amazing. After he's cleaned the bathroom, I challenge you to find one single smudge.
For me?
For all of your help.
Oh, it's my pleasure. How's Travis?
Are you going to introduce us to your fan club?
Howard, these are two of my nosy daughters, Libby and Tanya.
Pleased to meet you.
And you. But we won't stop to chat, despite our mother's outrageous claims. We know when fools a crowd.
Subtle as sledgehammers, both of them.
Oh, that's quite all right. I was rather hoping you'd have a moment for a chat. Travis has just gone into surgery and I'm feeling a bit like a spare wheel.
His mother's on her way?
She phoned back this morning. She's going to stay for the wedding, then she's on the next flight back.
Good.
Travis talked her out of rushing back. He's brave. Braver than me.
Have you any other family around here?
No. I'm not usually here either. I'm up from Mount Maunganui while my daughter's in Canada. Hence my relying on the kindness of strangers. Although, you don't seem like a stranger to me.
That's fine. Helping people is the nicest part of my job.
But not the only part, no doubt. Sorry, I'll leave you to it.
Oh, you're not going to leave me at the mercy of this monster. Let's share it.
Well, if you're sure I'm not being a nuisance.
No, you're not, but I will be. I haven't shown you photos of my grandchild yet.
Imagine dying with a complete stranger. I mean, do you know if they found out who he is?
Actually, they have. And Ambo found out from a mate who's a cop. Apparently, your checkout was a major dealer down in Hamilton.
Really? Seemed like Joe Average when he paid for the room.
Yeah, well, bad guys don't usually come with a sign around their neck saying, here's trouble, do they?
Hey, I fancy getting out of here for a bit. What do you say to breakfast across the road?
Sounds good.
Your sister has sold her soul to the devil.
Yeah, I know. Until she glimpses the horns for herself, she won't listen to me.
Well, maybe I can help with that. Look, when Tupac had his accident the other day, I saw him sling Kieran a huge bag of cash.
Well, that could have been the takings from here.
Well, no, Tupac said it was the cash from the bar. Well, except he used to make a buck selling pot. Now, I thought maybe he'd gone into business with Kieran instead of the gang.
A guy died at the IB last night. Turns out he was a major drug dealer. But what's your interest in this? Didn't Sophie burn you pretty badly?
Yeah. Well, just because she did doesn't mean I want to see her get done over by that tosser.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Especially now we have something to go on.
Hey, you charming all the nurses yet?
Might be.
Well, I can't stay long. Sophie's waiting for me.
About her. She came in yesterday and I was still pretty spaced.
Yeah, I know. It's all right. Sophie understands how things are. Anyway, that's not why I'm here. How do you fancy making an easy grand or two?
Define easy.
I need a reliable contact for somebody who can shift a major stash of E.
I'm trying to get away from this stuffing.
I know you are. You can stay right out of it. All I need's a name.
Where'd you get the stuff from?
And that would be my business.
How do you know it's real?
Oh, I tested it. You can buy these kits, Chemistry for Beginners.
And?
100% MDMA.
My cousin. He isn't in that league, but he'll lock you up with someone who can handle it.
That's my boy.
This is quite a page-turner. It might take your mind off things.
Oh, thank goodness. This celebrity rubbish is turning my brain to mush.
Seducing patients' relatives? Is that professional, Mum?
I'm not seducing anyone. Just taking his mind off his grandson's surgery.
Oh, and while you were doing that, did you manage to find out whether he was single?
Not that I was asking, but yes, he is.
And do you find him attractive?
He's very nice, but like you say...
Ask him out.
I bet he'd say yes.
Oh, stop it. I don't want to be dating anyone at the moment.
He's keen. He's her age. He even reads. What's the problem?
No problem I can't fix. What? Just giving the guy a head start. Sorry to interrupt, but my mother forgot to give you this.
Well, I'm glad that you remembered.
If Mum finds out that you did,
She'll thank me for giving Cupid a helping hand.
Magic, it's me. What's up? You'll have time, okay? Just hear me out. My boss has got hold of a major score and he's looking for some street leagues. He reckons about 30 grand's worth. He'll cut us in. I trust him. Sweet bro, come see me and we'll talk.
How's it going? Bored yet?
I'll tell you what I am bored with. Your questions. So if you give me...
I don't like the guy because he got the girl. But that's not your problem. Okay, so consider my beef with you and Kieran officially dropped.
Good. Tell me this guy you got in there. I'm starving.
How about this evening we have a romantic dinner for two?
So, breakfast for two wasn't enough for one day?
No.
Oh, sorry about this. Yeah, talk to me.
Magic's found someone who can ship the pills.
Where and when?
Tonight, across town. I'll text you the details.
Okay, cheers. Sorry. Gonna have to do dinner tomorrow night. Something's come up.
Something to do with the apartment or bags of cash?
Oh, and there you go, jumping to conclusions again.
What was it about then?
Does it matter?
Well, if it was so completely innocent, then why don't you just tell me? Mind you, you lied about the bags of money, so...
I told you that money came from Rebecca's.
From Rebecca's, I know. But what I don't know is why. If you love me, you keep stuff from me.
So, of course I love you.
Then why don't you tell me what you're doing?
Because it's just boring business stuff.
I'm so sick of this. Either you tell me everything or it's over. Think about that.
This is a page turner, like you said.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Unfortunately, I'm not the fastest page turner myself. Do you mind if I borrow it a little while longer?
Keep it.
If you'll let me buy you dinner in return.
That's kind, but I'm afraid I'm tied up all week.
Well, can't blame a guy for trying.
Saving yourself for someone special.
Of course not.
Wait, you need to update your personals with Yvonne.
Hey?
You've changed flats, new address?
Oh, sure. A bit busy though. I'll do it later, eh?
I'm sorry, Howard. I'm a bit out of practice with being invited on dinner dates. I think what I meant to say was that would be lovely.
Wonderful.
Hey, what's up?
Well, that's what I want to know. I just heard Tupac on the phone. He was cagey and was talking about his boss having come by this major score.
Kieran?
So we've got Tupac handing Kieran this bag of cash, right?
Yeah, a drug dealer dying in Kieran's hotel.
Yeah, and now Tupac organising this deal with his cousin.
Which was originally supposed to go through the dead dealer.
Yeah, I guess.
Juice?
Yeah. Why couldn't Kieran just find a dealer himself? Why did he have to get Tupac involved?
Well, this Kieran's style. He puts everyone in the firing line ahead of him.
So they're the ones that get done first. Do you reckon he cares enough about Sophie to not get her involved?
Well, I'm thinking an anonymous phone call to the police before we have to find that out.
We don't have any hard evidence. There must be a way of doing it so only Kieran goes down, not Tupac and not Sophie either.
Any ideas?
No. Jeez. I've tried talking to her, but man, she won't hear a word against him.
Well, we have to do something.
Well?
Well, what?
Well, what's it gonna be? You gonna tell me the truth no matter how bad it sounds, or did I waste my time coming back here?
It might cost me, but I'm going with the truth.
Okay, well, let's start with your plans for tonight.
The plan tonight is to sell 1,000 ecstasy tablets.
You're dealing drugs now.
No, it's strictly a one-off. They were on that guy who died upstairs.
You stole drugs from a corpse.
Is that no matter how bad it sounds? Anyway, I've already lined somebody up to take them off my hands.
And that's your plan for tonight? Kieran, that's ridiculous. What if you get caught? You'll go to jail.
I won't. The guy who died was a street seller, so he's the last link in the supply chain. That means there's nobody actually looking for these pills, which makes it about as close to risk-free as you can get. Sophie, you and I stand to make $30,000 off this one deal. Now, just think what we can do with that sort of money.
What do you mean, you and I don't want anything to do with this?
If you really mean that, I'll call the whole thing off right now.
I don't believe you.
I'm serious, Sophie. 30 grand's a lot of money to throw away, but you're worth far more to me. So what's it to be? 30 grand or nothing? It's up to you.
A country music sensation drops in on the Late Late Show tonight at 9:35 here on RTE1. But next today, Emma tries to help a young mum get back on the road to recovery. Doctors, after the break.